Hi, this is Sandy Jo from Rhinestonetemplates.com, and I'm working in WinPC 2014, and I'm going to show you one of the new features in the 2014, and it's how we can create our own Rhinestone typeable fonts. And in the Funtime and the WinPC programs, those are called Max fonts, and the WinPC 2014 has a part of the program where we can actually create the Rhinestone typeable fonts, generate them, and be able to use them in our programs. I am going to be also selling some of the Max fonts, the Rhinestone fonts, for all of our Funtime and all of our WinPC users. It's not a TrueType font. I will still create my TrueType fonts for people that don't have WinPC or don't have Funtime, but I'm going to go ahead and get that going, but you can also make some of your own fonts, and it's really easy in this program. Normally, to make a TrueType font, it takes me about 3 to 4 hours per font to be able to make a font with my generator where I make my TrueType fonts. But in WinPC, you can make them pretty fast, and it's remarkable that it's in this program. It all comes with it. It's not something extra you have to buy. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started and show you how to do it. The first thing I do is when I'm thinking about working with a font, I go ahead and go up to my fonts and I pull up my different fonts and see what I want to work with. Our fonts always have a big preview menu here that shows what the font's going to look like when we're working with fonts. And these are our capital letters in this particular, in Liberal. These are our capital letters, and these are our lowercase, and these are our numbers. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to use this one to generate. So I check it out. Usually I type out some of the alphabet and see how it's going to font at certain sizes, and I know this one is going to, and it's going to rhinestone up pretty good at about 2 inches, so that's what we're going to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and go out of that. So that's the first step that I do to do that. The next thing I do is I'm going to go to my lower toolbar and bring up my gem down here, and that's going to bring up my whole rhinestone transformation bar and all the different tools that we have now, because there's so many of them in the WinPC 2014 program. It's just awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and go over to my fonts that it's underneath here, and the first thing I want to do is I have my font already in here. It's called Liberal, but you can go in and you can look for whatever you're looking for. I've got the font here, and I'm going to name it let's name it RT. All my fonts start with RT, so name it RT Marcel. I'm going to go ahead and name it that one. I want my font to be 2 inches. My spacing I want to be at 0.03. I want my stone size to be for 10SS stone, so I want 0.126. And you can either, if you know it's going to type out and rhinestone well, you can go ahead and just do make all letters, and it's going to go through and make every letter for you if you want. If you want to take and just do one letter at a time, you go ahead and hit set new, and then it shows you the letter that you've got, or the number that you've got, and that's what it looks like. And you just go ahead and click replace on it, and it replaces that letter for you. And you just, you know, if you like that number 1, just go ahead and click that. Number 2 looks good. I don't have to move anything around. If you want to move it, you could go ahead and move it, and you just keep going through that. And I'm going to go ahead and just, for purposes of the video here, I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to make all letters. But if you want to keep going through the alphabet, it tells you number 7, your 7's over here, and you just go ahead and hit replace or go to next. But I'm going to switch and go to make all my letters, and it's going to go through the whole thing for me, and it's going to show up here which ones it's doing. So on this particular one, because I started the other way to show you, it's going to actually show, I'm going to have a couple of double numbers on there, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. But so it can show, it shows you right what it's doing. And like I said, check out your size of your font first. Check out, you know, what works or what does not work. And this particular one at 2 inches, I plan to come back in it and use it as this, but I also plan to regenerate it and make it another one with an inline inside of it too. As you can see down this area down here, you can do center lines. I'm doing outline right now. You can do the fit text, where it takes and does the, like on the Edwardian script, and if you do the word love, how it has a thicker line and a thinner line, you can put your thicker stones, your 16SS on the thicker lines, all In one application, your skinnier stones would be a 6SS. You can lay those down. It looks very, very pretty and very elegant. You could also do your grid fills, or you could do your island fills. So you have a lot of different variations that you can do with these fonts. And like I said, we're already over on the W in the capital letters and the X, and I can't do this fast when I'm, you know, there's a lot of importing, exporting, making the font. I mean, just doing a lot of different stuff. So if you have the, you know, where you want to make your own fonts, to use your own fonts in your program, it's going to save these up underneath your up underneath the cutting fonts in our WinPC program. And I'm going into my lowercase now, and I'm just letting it do its thing. If I came back into this font and I didn't like how something looked, I could come back in and pull up by the M or the N or a character, and I could replace it if I didn't like how it was laid out and how the stones weren't laid out. But by hitting make all letters, it's just going to go through the whole alphabet that I showed you, the capital, the lowercase, and all the numbers, and go ahead and generate all those for you. And it's doing pretty darn good. It's about 69% done. And it'll also do a lot of our symbols and our different things too, which is good. Now, because I've designated out my spacing and I've designated out my stone size, you know, for the typeable fonts, when I type it out, you know, I'll type it and it'll either come in the right size, or I can hit my resizing tool too for the TTF fonts that is built in here as well. And I won't be able to take and change it to a bigger font. If I do, like, say, a 2.5 inch font or something, it's going to enlarge my letters too, like all typeable fonts do. So then I would have, you know, maybe a 16 SS stone or something like that. But that's how all true type fonts actually work as well too. But it's going through all my symbols now, and those will all be added in on my keyboard, and all of these will match. The W will match the W on my keyboard for capital or for lowercase, and it'll go ahead and it's just duplicating everything that we have, but putting it into stones for us, which is, you know, pretty darn amazing, and generating it all at the same time. I've only played with this a little bit because I've been helping with some other videos with the Funtime 2014 program, which is an awesome program too. It's the smaller program, with it's like the granddaddy. So right now it's done and it's generating, and it will be taking it and saving it up underneath my my font menu. And when it's done here, we'll go in there and look for the RT Marcel, so you can see and I can see, and I'll type out what it actually looks like. But this, like I said, this feature is a super awesome feature to be put into a program like this. My TrueType font program for Rhinestone fonts that I use costs a lot of money and a lot of time to learn it, so this is just, you know, a really awesome feature that the SignMax people have done for us to be able to get this into our program and be able to, you know, make some of our own fonts and work with them. And it's still doing its generating, but it won't take much longer, I don't think, here. And then we'll go ahead and go up in there. If you wanted to, you know, do a, you know, more of a rounder font, you know, I would use the island fill, you know, that's right over here. I would go ahead and I would use that island fill, and you know, or a partial fill, maybe have 2 lines, or you can designate how many lines you would like it to be able to use in the font that it's creating. The grid fill is really good for blocky letters or a square letter. And let's just go ahead and see if it's done. It looks like it's maybe done. So I'll go to my T, I'll go to my F, I'm going to go to my cutting, I'm going to go to, let's just go ahead and pull that out, and let's type in up there there it is, I see it right there, RT Marcel. And this is what it looks like, all in the capital letters. And this is what it looks like, all in the lowercase letters. It looks like my A. I'm going to have to come back and redo my A. Didn't quite go over there. Let's look at my numbers. My numbers look good. So that's how you generate a font, a Rhinestone typeable font in this program. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch this to 2 inch, and let's just go ahead and type out, you know, WinPC rocks, and there it is. It's done, and it made my font for me, and I'm ready to go. If I wanted to be, if I wanted to come in and do any more spacing or anything, I could break this apart and go to your convert text, which would be right here, text to path, break those apart. I could come in through here. I could take and make that I just up there a little bit more, but I just wanted to give you a little look around to show you how to make your own fonts. Now, I know a lot of you got this program in your hands in the last couple of days, and a lot more are going to have it in their hands in the next couple of days. So I just kind of wanted to let you see some of that feature on how to make those fonts, because like I said, it's an awesome feature. But anyway, this is Sandy Jo at Rhinestone If I can help you with any supplies, please visit my website. That helps me support me to be able to keep making these videos free for you guys. So I do appreciate that you visit my website for rhinestones and template material. Thank you.